Hi children, welcome back to the class which is discussing about force and friction. We have learned that forces can be classified into two. They are contact forces and non-contact forces. Examples for contact forces are muscular force and frictional force. Examples for non-contact forces are gravitational force, magnetic force and electrostatic force. Among this, muscular force is the force that is applied by the muscles of one's body. I will repeat once again. Muscular force is the force that is applied by muscles of one's body. A player kicking a ball and a person lifting a suitcase are examples of muscular force. Animals also make use of muscular force. A horse pulling a cart is an example of muscular force. Next one is frictional force. Frictional force is the force that, so this is about the muscular force. Now we are discussing about frictional force. I will number it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So frictional force is the force that resists or opposes. Resist means opposing. So which resists or opposes the motion of the body when a body moves or tries to move over a surface is called frictional force. I will repeat once again the definition for frictional force. The force that resists or opposes the motion of the body when a body moves or tries to move over a surface is called frictional force. That is, consider this as a surface. Now one object, let's consider a ball, is trying to move to this direction. So this surface will produce a resisting or opposing force in the opposite direction. So when ball is trying to move to this direction, surface is producing a frictional force to this direction. So the ball speed will slows down and finally it will stop. So this force which resists or opposes the motion of this ball is known as frictional force. Since this force is resisting the motion of a body, it always acts in a direction opposite to the direction of the motion of the object. That's all about the frictional force. Next one is gravitational force. So next one is our third point, that is gravitational force. Gravitational force is the universal force of attraction that exists between any two objects that have mass. So if you are considering any two objects, let the two objects be A and B, and gravitational force is the force which is existing between any two objects, and the condition is that these two objects should have mass. The gravitational force of the earth acting on this mass is called the weight of the object. So this gravitational force which is acting on the object which is having some mass is known as what? Weight. Whereas mass is the amount of matter that an object contains, that we have already learned. So we have to realize that this mass and weight are different. For example, your body has a certain mass. So it exerts a gravitational force on with the objects around you. But the force is not visible because it is not strong enough to attract the nearby objects towards you. However, the gravitational force exerted by the earth is very, very strong. This force attracts all objects on the earth towards its center. Thus, we can say that mass of an object always remains the same. while the weight of an object varies when it is subjected to different gravitational forces. For example, the weight of an astronaut on the earth is 6 times his or her weight on the moon, as the gravitational force of the earth is 6 times the gravitational force of the moon. But the mass of the astronaut remains the same in both the places. The gravitational force exerted by the earth is called gravity. So what is called gravity? Is the gravitational force exerted by the earth is called gravity. Gravitational force always attracts. Remember that weight is not same as that of the gravity. Weight is not same. It is not same as that of gravity. It is a force caused by a gravity. We will be discussing about the other examples like magnetic and electrostatic force, which are the examples for non-contact force, in the next classes. So till then, read these portions from the textbook and learn. Take care. Thank you.